Hello everyone, welcome to LaExcellence IAS. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the strategy session for the test number 12. That is for our Shiksha program. In this video, we are going to discuss the strategy video for the upcoming test, friends. And before going into the strategy video, we want to remind you, already we have started the that is Shiksha 2.0 program. So after the successful launch of the Shiksha 1, many students have requested to launch the Shiksha 2.0. So those of you who are interested in the program, already the seats are very limited because here mentorship along with the program for prelims and mains test series is an added advantage for the students. Additionally, students will be given a unique, that is a progress track report, where their progress will be periodically tracked, where students will be like their progress will be evaluated separately by a mentor, and make sure that that happens with the help of feedback which he is getting, as well as the performance which through which they are able to improve in the test. These are something students can benefit out of the LAEX Shiksha 2.0 program. So those of you who are interested in the program can contact the number given below. Now going into this video, that is for the test number 12, friends, students need to read from 5th of October to 9th of October. Once students finished the reading, they can come and attend the test on 10th of October. So usually for every test, we give the students 5 days to prepare for the test. And during the, we have a various stages for the Shiksha program, where in the initial stage, students need to focus on only the NCERTs, where test will be conducted for both prelims and mains. And when in the second stage, if you see, friends, we'll be covering especially the textbook based approach, and in the final round we'll be giving a lot of model test and revision tests to make sure the students revise and get well equipped for the prelims as well as the mains exam. So that's the main objective behind this program. So students, when they read for these 5 days, they can take the test on 10th, where mains test they need to attend, and the preliminary test will happen for the same syllabus on the next day, that is 11th of October. So students need to take up the test in this following pattern. And the syllabus for the test, if you see, friends, this particular test is focused on, test number 12 focused on ecology and environmental component. And there are few areas in this particular part of the syllabus which are very important when it comes to UPSC preparation. So we advise the students to give maximum priority and maximum revision to some of the syllabus components, and then you can focus on the other areas as well. So going into this syllabus component now, there is first one is basic concepts and components of ecology and ecosystem. Here the basic meaning of ecology and ecosystem, ecotone, and all these concepts have been repetitively asked in the UPSC preliminary examination. So students have to make sure that when you prepare on this basic like these concepts, NCERT will give you a value addition advantage in understanding the basic concepts behind it. So make effective use of your geography NCERTs along with the science NCERTs which we are giving as a source for this particular test. We will discuss that, friends. Next, global warming, climatic change and ozone depletion. This is a very important topic for your mains GS paper 1. You know very well, in your GS paper 1, you need to study about climatic change and its effects and mitigation techniques. So this topic is going to be crucial in that aspect. So mains aspect, you can work on this. And now coming into the environmental issues and pollution. Here also, friends, UPSC in GS paper 3 mains. So in mains GS paper 3, plenty of times UPSC has asked questions on various environmental pollution and the mitigation techniques. So students need to give maximum priority to this topic as well. And then students can concentrate on the basics of biodiversity, conservation, sustainable development. And here the environmental impact assessment is again an important topic, especially for your mains. So overall, if you see, friends, in this syllabus component, the basic approaches of ecology and environment is important for your prelim segment. Remaining topics like climatic change and then environmental pollution and impact assessment is very much crucial for your mains examination. So when you read for this particular test, make sure that you prepare notes on this topic, and the notes are written in a point-wise format, and it should be designed or written in a manner to the demand of the mains examination. So prepare in such a manner, friends, and make sure that you at least contribute some 12 to 15 points on the topic which you are preparing well, because if they are asking you in a 15 marker, it is very easy to bring those 15 points to the exam hall. Now going into the current affairs component, you know very well, in every Shiksha program we have mains test and prelims test. And when it comes to prelims test, students will be given 100 questions, and in every test we are covering the current affairs in a sequential manner. That is, we have started from January 2023 current affairs. Now in the test 12 program, we are discussing the June month current affairs. So students, when they prepare for the current affairs segment, we give the magazines freely to them. So students can refer the LAEX Spark magazine, which will be given to the students who are admitted into the Shiksha program, where they can read especially polity, governance, art and culture, history, government schemes and programs. So these topics should be read from the June month current affairs of the LAEX Spark magazine when the students come for the test number 12. So now going into the sources for the particular test, that is test number 12. As we have already discussed in every test, NCERT is the most important component. That is the reason in our Shiksha 1.0 as well as 2.0 program, we have initially given maximum priority to the NCERT books. So once students prepare well on that, then they can move to the textbook as well as the current affairs approach. So when students prepare the NCERTs, make sure that you read the NCERT biology in a good manner, especially the 12th standard NCERTs of chapters 13, 14 and 15, 16. It contains good coverage of the basic components of ecology and environment. So we advise the students to refer the science NCERT, which is a must thing. And second thing, what students can additionally do is that in the NCERT chemistry book, they can refer the chapter 14, which is on environmental chemistry. Again, that will be helpful for your prelims examination. And the ICSE book, which we have given here, is an optional thing. Students, when you find time, you can go through this, but make sure that you don't miss the NCERT book when you prepare for this examination. As we have already discussed, the current affairs sources will be the LAEX Spark magazine, which we give to the students. In addition to that, to cover the current affairs, we are also conducting every week weekly current affairs program in LAExcellence Bangalore channel. So students can attend the live program every Sunday evening 4 to 7 p.m. In addition to that, for the current affairs, we are also giving a lot of practice to the students through this test also, where they can cover the LAEX Spark magazine on the specific topics which we are mentioned for the test. Only those topics can be read for the particular test number 12. Now going into the detailed sources which we have mentioned for the ecology and environmental component, as we have already discussed, these 4 chapters are going to be very much important from your especially 12th standard biology. So kindly make sure, friends, you read the basic concepts of ecosystem and biodiversity in a good manner, because UPSC in plenty of times have asked preliminary questions on this topic. So you prepare well on this front. And once the preparation is done, then you can move to the 11th standard NCERT, that is chemistry book. Here environmental chemistry, it's a 1 unit only. Students, those who don't have access to these books, those who have admitted into the Shiksha program, we will forward the PDF copies of this book also, so students can make use of it. Now coming to the most important aspect of the Shiksha program, that is the notes making process. Because what is very important in the UPSC preparation, that is various stages, is that notes making. Because this helps the students to remember whatever he is preparing for the test, and it will also help them to revise the things effectively and in a faster manner. That is why we advise the students to do proper notes making, which will also indirectly help in your answer writing. So when you come for notes making for this environmental segment, make sure you always make use of diagrams in your answer, and this is the most important component. Once that is done, current affairs update can always be included, which can be an value addition. And make sure that your notes are very simple and precise, to the point. And whenever you prepare the notes, it should be in a point-wise format. A maximum of 15 points can be prepared on any topics which you are preparing for this notes making segment, friends. Now, going into the UPSC trend analysis, that is especially from this component of the test number 12, if you see, friends, UPSC has asked questions especially on environmental impact assessment in 2020. In another year, they have also asked about the international alliance. This was actually picked from your current affairs segment, because environment, most of the times UPSC, they ask questions directly from current affairs and from your NCERTs only. So make sure when you read the NCERTs, your basics are right. And when you read the current affairs, make sure you don't miss the important environmental organizations, animal species which are in use, because UPSC generally picks questions from those areas. So once the students have prepared on this front, the final most important component is the answer writing. And here the toppers answer copy analysis we provide to the students for every strategy discussion video. So those of you who are watching this video for the first time, make sure you go through our previous Shiksha orientation video also for a better clarity how each subject has to be addressed. That is what we will do in this series. And here if you look at it, as we keep saying, Your structure of the answer is very much important when it comes to answer writing. So once you work on the structure, then you can move to the next level, that is the content. Now, in the structure of the answer writing, we advise the students to have an introduction which should be precise in 3 or 4 lines. Don't write beyond that because it will spoil the structure. And coming to the conclusion, an ideal 2 to 3 lines will be very effective. And conclusion should be as much as contemporary and current affairs updation and government schemes, sustainable development goals, UN goals, various committee reports can be added in your that is conclusion segment to attract or fetch extra marks in exam. And now coming into the body of the answer, here make sure that you always have a proper subheading, and answer should be written in a point wise format. And whenever you write, make sure you write at least for a 10 marker question, you should try to write at least 7 to 10 points. And if you are writing a 15 marker question, make sure you are writing 12 to 15 points. This is something basic things. If you keep doing, friends, you have the chance of getting 50% of the marks very easily in the exam hall. And when you present the points, make sure that each point is given with as much examples as possible, because that is something this topper has missed in this particular test. But your examples and then the usage of various data from current affairs as well as the usage of diagrams, this will add value to your answer, and it will also add uniqueness to your answer. So make sure you keep doing these things rightly in the coming test. Many of the students are showing really good progress when it comes to the structure of answer writing, but students now should improvise on concentrating on the body of the answer in a better manner. So I hope the students will make effective use of this strategy session. In case of you having any doubts with respect to this test series or with respect to previous test series, if you have any issues or doubts, you can comment on the comment section below. We will try to sort that, or we will try to come out clarifying our doubt session. We will try to address it. So I hope, friends, this video is useful to you. We will meet again in a next strategy video for our LAEX Shiksha program. Thanks, friends, and thanks for watching.